Okay, this video is going to look at subtracting negative numbers. We had a look in the last video at what negative numbers are and how we add them on. But what happens when we're subtracting them? We've got a few sums here that we're going to try and work out. What's 7 take away, or so 7 subtracting minus 5, minus 8 subtracting minus 3, 8 take away 9, and minus 10 take away 5. And each of these have little tricks to help work them out. Well, the first thing we need to do, as we did in the first one, is look to see if there are signs together. And you can see in the first two that both of them have negative signs that are next to each other. Now, when there's two negative signs next to each other, we change that into a positive. So last time, when there was a positive and a negative together, it changed into a negative. In this case, when there's two negatives together, it changes into a positive. So let's do that first. So we've now got 7 add 5 and minus 8 add 3 instead. It's nice and much easier to work with. So just like we did with the add-in, we're also going to shuffle it so that we've got positive numbers first if we can. Which are the first one and the third one, 7 plus 8 and 8 plus minus 9. We've got positive numbers in the front. And of course with the last one, they're both got a negative in front of them, so we can't do anything there. So it's just this one by here we're going to shuffle around. Okay. Now the trouble is when we've shuffled this, now we've got two signs together again. So again, we'll change these signs to make sure we've got one sign. And remember, because they're different signs, it's going to become a negative. So we've got 7 add 5, 3 minus 8, 8 minus 9, and minus 10 minus 5. So looking much easier to work with. Looking through these, the first one that's easiest to do is 7 add 5, because we simply now know that 7 add 5 is 12. Next, if you remember from last time, if you've got a smaller positive number 3 than the negative number, what you have to do is take away the smaller one from the larger one and then put the answer down as negative. So by here we've got 8 minus 3 gives us 5, but because it's 3 minus 8 it's minus 5. And by here we've got 9 minus 8 is 1, but because the question is 8 minus 9, the answer is minus 1. So that's 3 answered. Well, the last one, when we look at that, doesn't follow any of these patterns because we've got two negative numbers. We've got minus 10, minus 5. But there is a little trick to learning these ones as well. With these ones, what we do is if both of the numbers are negative, we add the two together and keep it as a negative answer. So simply 10 plus 5 gives me 15. And because it's minus 10 minus 5, the answer is minus 15. So there's my four answers. 7 add 5 is 12. 3 take away 8 is minus 5. 8 take away 9 is minus 1. And minus 10 minus 5 is minus 15.